It was being stupid. Hi. I think maybe because Windows update yesterday, I guess. Probably. It was not using my device to default. Or whatever. Hello though. I was just saying that I feel kind of sleepy today. Like I could almost nap for 3 hours, but I'm here. I am here. Hello, Lambda. Almost napped her, but you force yourself to buy groceries instead. Ah, yeah. I mean, because you kind of when you realize that you kind of need to go shopping, you just kind of have to force yourself. You know. Well, good, Shady, good. Oh, man. Never let this song end. Why? Okay. Think I'm gonna let the song end though. You know, actually no, let's do big comf. Big comfy. There we go. Oh! Hi. Hello, Tyler. I hope you're doing well. I hope everyone's doing well today. I mean, you know. Hello, Gundam Girl. Hello. Alright, well. I am gonna start, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna go. We're gonna... Before I potentially, like, actually just fall asleep or something. I don't know. My eyes are, like, that heavy right now. Jeez. Alright. So there's a silver rupee up here. What's my starting song? It is Epona. Okay. Alright. So because of that, I'm gonna do a slight modification because of the silver rupee here at the start. I would normally do South Opener, but because of this... Okay, that's nothing. Let me get the fairy. Hello, Mizu! This is still a good idea to do this. Okay, no chest fairies. No crates and barrels. Alright, let's go check the West Clocktown shops here. Okay. Nothing there. And nothing there. Alright, I can deposit 89 rupees. Here. Hope I don't regret doing it, because... Alright, what's over here? More money. Alright. No Keaton grass. Okay. So far, no rupees, no Keaton grass, no hit spots, no crates and barrels. There's still possibility for other stuff. No fairies of any kind. Oh, cool. I can find out whether or not you have scoops or soils, maybe. Yeah, FD Anywhere is, but because I checked the fairy already, he's definitely not on because it's not chest fairies. The only time you can have FD Anywhere on is if Chest Fairies is on, because the fairy is a tell for FD Anywhere, because there's some additional tricks that are in logic from the start with FD Anywhere. So knowing ahead of time what's in logic and what isn't is important when you have FD Anywhere on. Because something like Iceless Akana, for example, is in logic without FD. You just need hookshot, as an example of one of the things. Alright. So this is probably not a good idea, but we're going to check the bugs in Stockpot Inn on my way to Grandma Stories here. Okay, we don't have... We have vanilla bugs at the very least. And that's risky to do because if that ended up being Deku Princess or something, then my bottle is locked. The entire seed. And not the entire seed, but the entire cycle. Which would be very bad. I'd probably end up trying to... I'd probably end up trying to end my cycle sooner if that happened there. Normally, it's better to save scum your scoops if you're gonna check scoops, but I took a risk here just wanting to do this because this is like such minimal settings so far. I almost feel like soils have to be on. I also totally forgot about lottery again. I keep doing that every time. I keep forgetting about it, like to peek it. It'll be fine. I can peek it after observatory, I guess. Light arrows from Anju. Okay. Okay. And beans. Okay. Interesting. Alright, that's definitely nothing. Hey, Fuzzy. Thank you. Okay. Oh, well, I did not mean to do that. Yeah, that makes sense. That sucks. That's why that run really just kind of sucks. Because the RNG there. Yeah, that's probably the best plan there. Yeah, that sucks. All the way from Ice Cavern to Dampe. Dang. Oh, Cow Sanity is on. Okay. And soils. Okay. I was right. Why'd they make you lose bugs in this game? I don't know, ask Nintendo. Ask Miyamoto, Anuma. Only they would know the answers. Okay, minigame price shuffle is on. Alright, that's what I needed to know. So I probably won't be able to do Swordsman School. So cows, soils, minigame price shuffle. Slowly piecing the mystery together here. Slowly. Oh, I gotta wait. Oh, I hope my eyes can actually, like, pay attention to this. Okay. Because my eyes are heavy today. Nice! I guess I do need to actually check if I can actually do swordsman school or not, though. Which M in MMR stands for mystery? There's a hidden M in there somewhere, Mara, that stands for it. See if you can find it. Yep, definitely can't afford it. Okay. Alright. Cow mask. Mizu's mystery feature ever mystery made by Revit. I mean, I did basically create mystery, so it's not like, you know. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, hold on. There's gonna be a tournament. If Mizu restreams any of the races, she gets to roll mystery seeds. That's scary. That's actually really scary. That realization just popped into my head. Oh! Oh, this is dungeon-only pots. Oh my god. Unless it's token sanity? No way. No, no, no. It's gotta be dungeon-only pots. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Okay, I meant mystery settings. That's what I meant, Mar. A clone of me? What? What? That's not good. I like how because he was off screen, he didn't die. Okay, we're good. Please give me health. Then, yeah, then it wasn't me. No. It was not me. I didn't even go anywhere yesterday, so it's definitely not me. Oh my gosh, please, just go. A clone. Oh, that makes sense. Because I got light arrows from her. Oh, Friday. I didn't go anywhere Friday either. Goron Village. Okay. Actual magic. Need the bugs though. Kind of convenient to grab them here. See, this is the instance where it was actually really smart to grab those bugs and stockpile in on the way to Observatory, because now I don't have to backtrack over to Observatory for the soil, which is really nice. Boat archery is dead. Okay. Great Bay Coastway of the hero. Well, with cows and the soil, I would... yeah. Oh, day one soil is dead. Nice. Okay. Cool. So I don't forget. Write it down. Because that one's easy to just totally forget that you have a hint for. And it was hinted dead. Okay. Alright, so the only flub so far was the lottery, but you can make it up. I made up for it already. So it's not totally awful that way. Okay, I don't want to collect those then. Because the moment I collect those, they don't become available. I mean, they won't be available the rest of the cycle, so I gotta... At least I don't think they will. Whatever. Oh, that's a big boy. Okay. Garo's mask. Okay. That's also a big chest on Stumpy. Unfortunately, I can't actually get it right now. Because I don't have water, and I don't have storms, so... That's probably what the bean is for. No scoop shuffle, at least so far. I mean, bugs are vanilla, so... So I can't really confirm if, Scoop Shuffle is on yet. Okay. So far my settings are Cow Sanity, Minigame Price Shuffle, Soil Sanity, and Dungeon Only Pots. Yep, that definitely confirms Dungeon Only Pots, because the random magic jar. I mean, it still could also be snowballs, but I really doubt that. But, I mean, we can't even check that anyway right now, so... Wow, that's also nothing. Sure. I'll hold on to that money for, oh wait, well, we don't know how much the race is gonna be. Okay, well, from here I just go to the P-Hat Grotto now, then. Isn't any convenient water anywhere, sadly. The bottle I do have also is projectile locked, so kind kind of looking for whatever my first logical projectile is anyway. Wow, there's really been nothing in Terminative besides that one chest. That gave me 1. I thought it was a 10. Oh well. I forgot that the drops for nuts and sticks are like nothing in this game, even from enemies. Not required blast mask on Dampe digging. Wow, okay, so there's probably a bomb bag before then. Southern Swamp is foolish. Are you kidding me? Well, I guess we're just going to... Wow. I guess we're just gonna be going to day 3 after Road to Southern Swamp. Jeez. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, definitely can't afford it. Alright. Actually, now it would make more sense. Well... No, I mean, Coast, you only have 1 check there that's in logic. And assuming it's not Scoop Shuffle, you could get the lab fish, but it'd be out of logic. So... You still want to go to Road to Southern Swamp here because of the grotto and to get the owl statue in the swamp. How? Really now? Oh, right, I should also scoop water. Right, for the chest. Stumpy. Mm-hmm. Yup. Silver rupee, but that's also not in logic anyway, because where this bottle was. Are we looking at... We're looking at Coast... Great Bay Coast chest and Stockpot in Final Night for this projectile. Hello, D-Man. Note taker D-Man is here. bunny hood. Well, that's nice, I guess. Nice little speed up for wherever Goron might be, I guess. Ah! Please, Epona! I am gonna go to the coast, then. Wow! Okay, let's check mundane here. No mundane. Okay. Alright, so it's actually quite possibly the chest. And yeah, okay, we have no scoop shuffle. Okay. I see. I see now. Well, the race was 199 rupees. I need to get bank 2. Which I guess I could get those silver rupees to get that. Yeah. Let me write that down. So that's a Way of the Hero wallet. Okay. Technically speaking, I think getting these bugs is faster than going into back into Stockpot in for those other bugs. Hello, Glaucus. How's it going? Stonk potted. I'll try to remember that when I do, next I do commentary for a race, maybe. Weather's awful, yep. Yep, I feel that. Right. Awful nonetheless. Yeah, I feel you. It's not good. Oh my gosh. Really, Lambda? Yeah, that is an experience. Oh no, does it actually... Oh, that sucks. I did not know that lore. Okay. Now I know that lore. I thought you could get it again. Alright, we'll just have to get the reds over here then. And the reds up here. Dang, that sucks. Okay, well that'll give me the 500 though. Bank 2. And then I can just withdraw money for the race. First I would do Swords in School, then I would do the race. Dang, I thought you, like, I thought you could do a soil again, but no, you can only do you can only check a soil once per cycle, even if you didn't pick up the contents. That's good information to know. I never actually tried to do that before, until now. Okay, it was Bank 2! Alright. Now I'm in logic. I'll withdraw 150, because I don't remember the exact price of the Swordsman School. Hey, turtle! It was 103. Close enough. Realistically priced combat tree. Oh. Okay. And we're here again! To actually race! And that's why it's important when you have price shuffle on at all to prioritize the bank. Don't spend your money on mini-games or shops. Oh my gosh. This is powerful Waz. Oh my god. This is the most powerful Waz ever been. Oh my gosh. What happened with chat today? The Waz went out. What the heck? D-Man just led the charge, I guess. Oh my gosh. That was great. That was fantastic. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, that's good, because that helps with the broke but worth. Yep, there you go. That's the way it works. You save up and you get to let out a burst of Waz during the race. Okay. Yes, chat was doing that, Ryan. Yep. For 2,000 pans, you too can wah. Okay, know that already. You know what? No, I've only seen, I think, 2 sometimes hints so far. Day 1 soil and your 2 cents. Oh my gosh, D-Man, please. All sanity with the smiley. Loss should be free. The people demand it. Nah. See, the pan economy would be in shambles if it was free. Okay, give no mask. I don't like you for showing up. Oh boy, okay. I am the pan economy. Ask of sense. Well, I definitely don't need that now. That's good that she's nothing. Okay, so that's 3. So I think this is actually normal songs then. Until I see a Baby Zora's hint, I'm going to assume it's just songs on song locations. This is in logic with Zora. Double D. Okay. Ooh, okay. So I don't need to stay... Okay, yeah, that definitely confirms... That definitely confirms what I thought. Okay. So I've got songs on song locations, soil sanity, dungeon only pots, cow sanity, and minigame price shuffle. Okay, so I need to just finish this cycle then. That's what I need to do. She can't run away from the ghosts? Bizu? What? Okay, that's nothing. Yeah, there's honestly no point in staying on this cycle anymore. Just check this, deposit the money, and then reset. Goron as well. Interesting. Okay. Wow, that opens up pirates to a very significant degree. There's a lot of pots in there. It's probably where I need to go next. There's no point staying on this cycle anymore. Alright, I guess the safe play here to do would be to go... The safe play here would be to go, oh my gosh. Yeah, I guess the safe play is to go Cape and Hall. But... yeah, I guess that is the safe play. Yeah. Yeah. That's Mizu right now! You better run and hide, D-man. You better run and hide. Wait, I don't even know why I did that. I don't even know why I did that exactly. That was silly. Hello, Michigan. Dang, just some Deku nuts. I'm really worried about it being treasure chest game. Probably should also check Biobaba Grotto. Well, just use a powder keg, Michigan. Then you'll never lose. You'll always hit it. Just go buy a powder keg with Goron, and then just put it there, and you'll win. It's true, it works. Yeah, I mean, I should check Biobaba Grotto before I go. Before I go to, Pinnacle Rock, I think. Do you have to have Zora for the jar game? No. You just put the powder keg. You don't need to talk to the Zora. You just put the powder keg down, and you win. Just put it in the middle of the jar game, and then you win. And like just let it explode. It will give you the reward whether you're Goron or Zora. Yeah, it's milk. Okay. I'm almost positive it's gonna be Pirate's Fortress, though. From behind, like behind the jar? Like from the middle? The back? Against the wall? What is that? Giant's mask. Okay. You know, at this point, I just go sewers, and I go PR after. Yep. I'm gonna probably regret it a little bit, though, because... I'm almost afraid that PR is just gonna have a bow, and then that gives... or hook shot, and that just gives me the pots and interior as well. But there's a sizable enough checks in here that I might pull a hook shot anyway, coming up. Yep, I know that. That's how I know it's dungeon-only pots. Which, some silly stuff can happen in this... with this setting. Very silly stuff can happen. Could be milk. No, it's letter to mama. Oh my gosh. Well, we know one is dead already, so that's good. So I just need to do Postman's Freedom then. Kinda sucks then I didn't do this before the cycle reset on the last cycle, but whatever. It's fine. What I'm really looking for is the keg, I think. Your Twitch crashed from the watts? Or was it just Twitch just crashing? I got Goron in the staff chest and stockpot in. And then I got, and that's really been it so far. Yeah. Wow, it's the famed Kilklee of the, Zooter fame, right? Actually, no, your fame would be PUBG R fame. PUBG got a randomizer, you just don't know of it yet. Seriously, game? Giving me all this day 3 stuff in here? Why? Why are you doing this to me right now? Oh my gosh. Sewers is loaded with items. Who would have guessed? There it is! That's what I thought. Okay. Alright, there's pots in here though, chat. Just gonna make sure that... Yeah, okay. I'm gonna slow down time in case I pull a powder keg soon. Yeah, Ryan, it counts as much as GTG does in Ocarina of Time. Like, there's puzzles here, there's... You know, Like, I categorize it as a dungeon, because it counts as much in my mind as GTG does. If it didn't, well, there would be very few dungeon pot shuffles as a thing. So it'd be a problem for the setting. It's a hurdle. Just let him believe this is Ganon's theme. It's fine. That pot is not shuffled because that's just one of the ones that isn't shuffled in MMR. So just in case you're confused why I didn't grab that one. That's probably one of the downsides to MMR's pot sanity is that the ones that change between green rupees and health don't get shuffled, unlike the ones for Zooter. The setting for Zooter. The setting for Zooter shuffles all of them, except for fairy pots. Okay. There's my bow! Oh my gosh. Wow. I have 1 bottle eggs on the docket. That's a problem. That's a very big problem. Although the north is Way of the Hero. Yeah, I probably should go there before I consider doing 1 bottle eggs. Ugh. Most likely Way of the Hero for the song, too. Never know for sure which one is... Wait. Should I should probably grab this one, I guess. Yeah, this one's more of a pain to get to than the others. Alright, where is he? There he is. Hey, Fox. Thanks for the good luck. This seed has dungeon-only pots, and Pirate's Fortress Sewers had both hookshot and bow in it. With, I have Cow Sanity, and I have songs on song locations, unfortunately. I also have Soil Sanity, and I have minigame Price Shuffle. So this is very interesting. I got an Oceanside Spider House items foolish. That's how I knew it was dungeon only pots. Super French vanilla hook in the seed you rolled yesterday. Ocean Deed, huh? Okay. And then a bomb bag! Oh my gosh, what is this? What is this Pirate's Fortress right now? Oh, I missed these for this one. Okay, I'll have to fix those. Okay, those should be shuffled. I'll have to fix those. Okay. That's not a problem. Oh wait, this was dead. Never mind. See, like, the way the pots are labeled can be very annoying. That's why I missed those. Okay, that's it here. Oh wait, no, there's the one pot by the tank. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Don't leave that behind. I'll fight the guard for it. Whatever. I just realized it. The most French vanilla? The chest right before you go to that room? Like the one at the bottom that's on the ground? This every time? Oh, yeah! Okay, oh, it's not it's not a bottle. Okay. Wait. Yeah, it's just that one. Dang, I missed, so these two pots I definitely have to fix. Those are the maze pots, so I need to do that. Okay, get rid of the egg here. Dump that off. There's just no way. Oh yeah, gotta re-get the ferry. Yeah, probably not. These settings are too mysterious for me. Alright. Turn in ferry and go north. Really? Oh my gosh. Wow. Well, Oh yeah. With the mixed pools scoops. Yeah, that couldn't happen really. No. Well, okay. I'm still gonna go north. There's a Way of the Hero Goron Village. Fox, this seed was funny. If you spent your money on Gorman Bros Race or Swordsman School, you were gonna have a very difficult time getting Bank 2 Zora. So I hope people, for the tournament, I hope they understand that it's always better to bank your money to get to the first 2 bank levels before you spend any of it on mini games or shop items. Because that isn't something that normally, you know, easily comes to mind when you're doing this.
I don't have enough money.
Cause I've been lurk watching some other people play mystery settings. Whenever they get price shuffle, they're doing the opposite of what I did. They're spending it as soon as possible from the Phil Wallet stuff, instead of banking it and then doing the other stuff. And so what worries me is, like, taking longer with a seed because of not banking your money, your rupees right away, and getting the first 2 bank levels as soon as possible. Yeah, unfortunately I have songs on song location, so I hope for once the song here for Goron is not Song of Storms. Okay. Yo, Isradel! Thank you for gifting a sub to Michigan. I appreciate it. LG. Yeah, unfortunately, the best time you had to check that keg trial was right when you were in Spring Twin Islands. But that's it. Otherwise, like, once you leave Spring Twin Islands, that's it. You're not going back ever again. And I think, wasn't that where, like, the couple's mask was or something? And I think that's what pulled you away from going to keg trial in that moment. Yeah. don't want to orphan the grotto, so I'm gonna just get this now. I'm just gonna get the owl statue up in the north here, for Snowhead. And then I guess I'm gonna... I guess I go Deku Palace to Woodfall then, because the song... I know I didn't peek the thing. I'll do it on the way back. Okay. Yeah, because you pushed eggs... And unfortunately, that's just gonna be a problem mystery with songs on song locations. Bomb juice. So, Southern Swamp is foolish, by the way. Yeah, there's gonna be some seeds that just get rolled that are just tame. And then that just makes things bad because of what can happen. Nice swamp deed, by the way. Thanks. Now I gotta go back to the north again. Nope, you don't. It's kind of funny. They mainly put it there to hide it, right? But it's like, once you know about it. Nice Moon's Tear, too. What the heck? Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen when Zooter Qualls start. It's gonna be very weird. Zooter seasons tend to go like 4 months, I think, now. It's pretty long. Wow, I got so lucky there with that pattern. Yeah, they do top 64 because they have more players. Rupee. That is a hot take. So many of those songs get replayed so many times because it's once a year, right? Okay, so no dungeon access unless I find ice arrows soon. Yeah, that's a good way to put it, Slowpoke. That's how I feel. That is exactly how I feel. Oh my gosh, this guard pattern sucks. Wow, there's bottle 2. Oh, I started with 1. Yo, Gunzor! So for people just coming in, this was a remain start with dungeon-only pots, songs on song locations, mini-game price shuffle, soil sanity, and cow sanity. Nope, no long side quests. And no chest fairies either. Yeah, they always play the music on the radio around this time. In the US. I think it's pretty much everywhere. Unless you go to Walmart. Yeah, right. Then you can't avoid it. Okay. Hmm. Okay, let's go get some bugs. Working and lurking. I'm kind of tempted to do the gold dust turning out of logic. Kind of tempted. Yeah, that money is only once per cycle. Yeah, I actually just learned that, this seed because I tried to get that money last cycle again, even though I didn't pick it up. And the bugs went in the soil, but no item. No, those silvers didn't come out again. So... Great. Fantastic. Let's withdraw 400 then for Deku Playground. This is so silly though. Oh my gosh, my chat, like, refreshed again for some reason. Weird. Just got the welcome to the chat room thing. If I got, like, disconnected. Very weird. I just did that one because it was Giant Swap locked and I just got it, so there was a chance. There was a small chance that that was gonna be required or it or something. Cover up the grotto entrance with concrete after that? Yeah. Oh, you know what I never checked? I never checked this tingle. By this tingle, I mean the Twin Islands sale. Okay. So far, I'm probably looking at either doing eggs, 2 bottle eggs here, or I just go east and pray that one of the soil and secret shrine or the trade I have here is something. Oh, let's go! Okay, it's probably... Wow. Okay. Alright. I guess I'm going east then. Because that's way of the hero. That puts in the hot spring water. I got ice arrows from the swamp deed trade. With those arrows? Yeah, he is. Absolutely. How do I route this? I guess... Okay, let's get this out, plus this. When chest fairies are on, any advice? Just do your best to remember. I know it's a hard muscle memory thing to drop for a specific setting, but you'll get there. I promise. You'll get there. Midnight Meeting is dead. Yay. Oh, Tyler! Thank you for gifting a sub to Slowpoke. I appreciate it. Be comfy. You can also now use the Rev and Cry when Pamela doesn't have an item or isn't required. Or even when she does have something. Nice. Okay, well, I kind of knew that because of the Picto Box, though. Yeah, not required Picto Box. Yeah. Oh, come on. Why do you have to be such a specific spot? Yo, big hint, thank you. Reminder, Garos are your friends in Mystery. They are your friends. You do not want to ignore them. Especially when you have Goron. Well, knew that already. Alright. Yes, I'm going to do this. You can't stop me. Dude, I didn't even want to scoop you. Alright, fine. Like, I do want to get you open here. Because I am gonna get the hot spring water, but... I need to get the pots in here. The pots and the chest. Whoa. Okay. You know what? That sucked. That's gonna be the thing I think that's gonna get people the most, I feel. Which is why I didn't want to have it in the first place, but... Aha! I knew it! I knew it, dude! I knew it! I knew it! You son of a biscuit game! You missed Gibdo on day 3 soil, locking powder keg in the well on the pots. That's what you just missed, guys. Oh my god. Dungeon only pots, man. I'm telling you. Fox is just like, me! Actually, I got a hint for day 1 soil, Fox. It's dead. Yeah, it's dead. Unforked. Nope. Okay, now I have to go do sound check. Yes, the day 1 soil is a sometimes hint. Yep. So you can find it among the Garos in the east, but I happen to get it on the Gossip Stone. This seed. The A word? What?
Not enough.
Hey, Jackal. You just missed some funny stuff this seed already. Thank you for the 100 bits. Oh, that word. Yeah, that's gonna be a thing. And that's why people should be, That's why people should be running seeds until they end up you know, actually running into that. Because like I said, I literally cannot list every check in a category in the doc. I just can't. That's just too much text. And already there's things that people don't read, so... with the doc. Like, it's over, like, 10 pages or something? I don't know. I can't list out every check. It would just be too long if I did that for every category. It'd just be horrible. Like, the Pirate's Fortress maze pots, for example, people aren't gonna know what that is. You know, like, if I had to write that down on there. They're gonna be like, what's the maze? Well, the maze is the part that's above that where you shoot the hive. Okay. Do I have any paper left? I do, but I kind of want to use it for Postman, so... Yeah, just ask... just ask, someone to just sit down and take an existing emo tracker pack and make a mystery tracker, but that's not gonna happen. There's literally, in our community, there's, like, nobody that is able to, or has the time to anymore, to make trackers. Unless you are using the Gossip Stone tracker, in which case there's, like, a couple of people that know how to use that and make stuff with that, but that's not a tracker that everyone uses, so... Nice milk. Yeah, that's understandable. Like, I'm not even talking about the tracker for, like, the restream. That's a different type of tracker. Slowpoke was talking about, like, a tracker that people could use to learn mystery or whatever and not miss checks. So... Right, right. Oh, alright, Gundam girl. Have a good nap. I could probably honestly use a nap today, but after I'm done streaming, I have to do some other stuff, so... Why am I such huge brain, dude? Why am I such huge brain? Oh my god! Why am I such huge brain, dude? Alright, now to not make the mistake that happened over the weekend and go check Powder Keg Trial real fast. Ooh, man, this is a scene that would be like, hi, did you decide to go do 2 bottle eggs instead of going into the well? Enjoy whatever you got, because that's not the right way to go with this seed. Oh, wait, I did the thing I didn't want to do. Whoops. I didn't want to do this. I wanted to blow up the rock. My brain. Autopilot, because my brain was on, you know, I want to check Keg Trial. Turn into east to get hot spring water. Yup. Out of the well, thaw out Smithy to get the fire arrows. Yep. Yep. And that Gypno mask was in the ranch on the day 3 soil, the one specifically behind the barn. So you had to do what I did. Like, it was a day 3 locked keg up in the well, and that's unhinted. There's no ranch way of the hero this seed. My way of the heroes this seed are Stockpot Inn for light arrows and Goron mask, Goron Village Elegy ice arrows, and then Great Bay Coast just the wallet so far. And I specifically had a mystery seed where I forgot about the fact that those well pots are part of dungeon pots or whatever. Okay. And that's why I kind of rushed this seed, because the last time I had a dungeon pot seed, I got owned by that, and I think it was also a keg in that seed too. Funnily enough, I actually think it was. Okay. So then the best thing I can do here is probably town archery while waiting on Postman for this. And that swamp deed was from... Where was it from again? God. Yeah, Keg Behind Day 3 Ranch is an enormously huge classic. It's pretty ridiculous. I just hope I actually have enough money for this. I don't know how much this costs. Cool. Even in the old order that would happen. It's happened so many times. Even with the old logic. Yeah, I know, that's the funny thing, is even if you just have the base checks on in the ranch, having Keg locked behind it on Day 3 Ranch as often as it is wild. But it happens. It just, yeah, I know, it shouldn't happen. It shouldn't. But it does. And just like that, look at that. A third bottle, in case I need to do eggs anyway. Oh my gosh, you have to be kidding me. No, Ryan, you don't. The first reward is a quiver. The second reward is the heart piece. The heart piece is what's the perfect. And in this seed, I did not roll extra mini games, so I don't have to do it perfect. All right. Oh my god, alright, let's see what in the world, the song is at the ranch, and then I think I'll pause to go use the bathroom and stretch and stuff. Because, holy crap, that was something, dude. I can't believe that paid out. See, I'll get seeds like this where I'm just, like, huge braining it, and I know what I'm doing, and then I'll get other seeds where I'm, like... I guess I'll just fall into doing the habits of just, you know, follow density or whatever, right? Or just route based on what takes... like, the least amount of time to do. And then that'll burn me really hard, but then I'll get a seed like this where I'm like, okay, I know what I'm gonna do. And it's gonna work. And it worked. Okay. Because I don't have it hinted, I'm gonna have to do it. I also have the cows. So this is a little awkward to route, but... yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm of the opinion that it's just sort of like, it's a seed by seed thing. Like, you can practice a lot, but... yeah, right, yeah, when it's, it really depends on the settings that you roll straight up. I mean, I guess I'd be pretty sad if there was a Garo somewhere in the east that hinted that those fire arrows on Smithy 2, but I didn't find one. I did like, how many of those hints? I did like 5? And 2 of them were a copy. Please. Thank you. I don't know if I got it. Yes, this is probably a Siva Gunner, yep. I have a few of those. Yes! Oh my gosh, wow. I still don't even know if it's Dungeon ER either, though. Wow. A perfect, lemons. Nice and quick. No, I got no booked. Rip. You know what? One thing I want to be ultra safe about is this Great Bay Coastway of the hero. I think I'm gonna get these bugs. I'm gonna check those cows. And the soil. Just because those have been sitting there for a while, and while the adult wallet is what gave me some progression early, because of the Zora mask, like that logic and everything, I just want to be safe. Yes. But before I do that, I will take my break. I need to get up and use the bathroom and stuff. So... Okay. So it was nothing. Alright. Let me go ahead and go do that. I will be right back. Give you guys some music to listen to while I'm gone. I'll be back in a, like, 5-10 minutes. Okay. I'm back. Hi. I'm back. See, I came back. Hello. Hello. Alright. Let's resume. Okay. So I'm gonna go do what I said before I go to Snowhead Temple. Or, well, whatever the dungeon is, Snowhead Temple is. Right now, I am basically 2 songs from Go mode. And it kind of just depends on my song layout here. I can't remember if I actually peeked the ledge. I am so glad. Well, let's go confirm what song that is. I am so glad that the adult wallet clearly was not enough for the Way of the Hero here. I am so glad I came back. That's why... Oh my gosh. So this sucked because you got hookshot inside Pirates. So the only way you would go back for this is if you were gonna go to PR. Okay. I gotta double check if I actually peeked this or not. I don't think I did. Okay, yeah, I definitely didn't. Just arrows there. Yeah, I think I read the hint here again earlier. Alright, let's go... Let's go, confirm this. My Foolish Azar, you just saw that one. Road to Akana and Southern Swamp. Am I gonna do a challenge for my playthrough of Scarlet Violet? Probably... it kind of depends on how the gyms work, I think. Because... the thing is, right now, is that... we have no idea how the gyms are really actually structured in terms of progression and stuff. It almost sounds like you're gonna have to, swap teams anyway, right? So... yeah, but... you want it to be a challenge, not... curb stomp a gym leader that's like level 10 when your team is like level 60 or whatever. Yeah, well, they definitely don't say that. Or haven't said that up to this point. Okay, just a heart container over there. Those other two are fairy pots. But they've definitely been kind of cagey about it in the media stuff. Okay. Oh, come on. The sound check was hinted. That figures. Okay. That figures sound check was hinted. It's a Pokemon game. It's gonna be chill for the most part. But I do like to try and give a little spin on stuff when I play them the first time, just because, like, it's Pokemon. No, D-Man. No. I will not. Yeah, but I'm not interested in doing that with a vanilla playthrough. That only really works for, like, Randomizer, in my opinion. Because who wants to reset on a frickin'... Okay, I'm gonna have to probably shoot the curtain here, actually. I don't even have enough magic for it. Well, D-Man does for shinies. D-Man wants to reset at the lab for shiny starter every single Pokemon game. That's what D-Man does. Okay. Yo, let's go! Alright, we have to hope that... Oh, wait, the pots. We have to hope that the dungeon song is my last song. Okay. Alright. Wait, what? Wrong thing. We are one song from go. I hope this is not Stone Tower Temple. Please. Okay, it is Snowhead. Alright, cool. No idea about Dungeon ER still. Just know that it's Snowhead Temple. Oh wait, I don't even need Sonata. That was not the song I wanted to see. Well, my brain forgot I had Adola cleared already. So yeah, I misspoke earlier. We were not 2 songs from Go, 1 song from Go. I mean, hey, I could be in Go mode right now and not even know or realize it. Stone Tower, no, I didn't want Sonata because I have Adola's Remains already. That's why. I didn't want to go up to Stone Tower Temple because to clear Stone Tower Temple would take longer if there's no progression up there. I'd prefer to Go mode it than to go up to Stone Tower Temple. Nothing up there. Okay, small Keezy. You know, I never really sat down and thought about it, I don't think. I will probably decide when I play. Oh my gosh, here we go. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of really any of them, to be honest. Just go around. It's probably gonna be vanilla boss key at this point. I can't tell from here, of course. Oh, okay, it's Boss Keezy, never mind. Oh, that looks like a big boy, though. Okay, if I... Here's what I can do. Jump down to it. Okay. Thought it was wooden. Oh, the basket of shame. No! I can use the ice here. Then to void back up. There. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't have a strong opinion on any of them, really. I don't know. What? Oh, that sucked. This is why I don't like trying to do the version that Fox does, because I'm just bad. Hey, Zopar, the rando's going good. I big-brained this seed a ton. The settings that we got for this one were minigame price shuffle, dungeon-only pots, soil sanity, cow sanity, and then songs on song locations instead of song sanity. I think that's it. Oh, and small Keezy and boss Keezy. That's what we got for this one. Yo, okay, we're in go. Let's freaking go. Go mode. Wow. Wow. Okay, all right. Stone Tower Temple first, then. Actually incredible! I can't believe it. I'm shocked. Yeah, we'll find out now. While you're working, gotcha, Zopar. I'm in go. So you've missed, unfortunately, most of it, or all of it, basically. Sadly. I big-brained this one too hard. But the random settings tournament's gonna be starting on the 18th. So there'll be plenty of it to see. Oh wait, why did I do that? Oops. Oops. Yeah, no, see, the thing about that is the settings are just too long. Or can be too long. And it commonly just... I mean, I'm gonna be busy in December and January. So... yeah, like... maybe next time? I don't know. I don't know. Like, I like doing random settings, but I also... the one thing that kinda I don't like the decision of is the fact that I guess, like, the chest size stuff is randomized. And, like, when you have chest size stuff and, like, and you know that an item is important, it does save a lot of time. But... so having that random is... I don't know. I like having that consistent, but I get it. I don't know. I guess it's not that big of enough of a reason to not join, but... I don't know. The biggest reason is definitely the time, though, for me. Like, 10 hours for a seed where you can get, like, 10 hours, up to 10 hours max is, yeah, Fox is in the mystery tournament. Some of the races should be restreamed on ZSR. Alright, let's see if this was vanilla dungeons or not. And it is. It is. Yep. Okay, so this was not Dungeon ER. You've never had a 10-hour seed? Well, that's the funny thing, is like... oh god, that's not gonna work. The funny thing is that I'm the inventor of the random settings for MMR, and I've yet to have a seed go over 4 hours, I think. Oh god, that's not gonna work. Had a 4-minute seed, though, my god. Am I gonna get this? Nope. Alright, I'm gonna give it one more shot, and then I'm just gonna do the jump slash down and a go around. It's annoying, but... there it is! Love it. Yeah, huge variation in player skill playing. Yeah, that's why, like, when I've been testing Mystery, like, before more people were starting to play it, I was like, you know, I mean, seeds for me have averaged, like, 2.5 to just under 4 hours, but it's clearly not, it's not a fair comparison at all, right? So I've been paying attention to what other people that aren't me have been getting, and the weekly this past weekend had a 3.5 hour really tame, like, settings-wise, but bad seed for Mystery. So that was fun. And it was a horrible 3.5 hour seed. Absolutely, yeah. The biggest thing is because you guys, RSL, have decided to allow all dungeons, you know, like, all dungeon rewards. And that's a pretty, you know, that's a pretty hefty seed length. Like, it's kind of nutty. Wow, I have, like, no upgrades either. Yeah, songs on dungeons, dungeon key sanity, yep, keys in any dungeons. Yeah, it's just unfortunate. MMR doesn't have some of those settings because reasons, I don't know. But the funny thing is that it does have, like, it can have pretty gross combos, even still. 80 bridge in only 4 hours, so it's not all about... Yeah, I mean, I'm sure, like... I'm sure it's not, you know, always super long, but... I don't know. Like, the time was definitely a thing for me, and then also, like, I'm just gonna be super freaking busy in December. Like, I wasn't even sure if I could actually join the MMR mystery, and I was kind of hesitant about it, but the way that it works is, it kind of can work for me, time-wise, this time. Maybe? Okay. That's red. You said worse twice. Oops. Yes, that's correct, Zopar. Yep. Ah! And they do more damage than the light arrows do to them because of that. So you also get the less magic cost on top of the more damage. Oh god. Oh, yep. You can also get trolled though like this. Very cool. Am I gonna... No, I shouldn't have chanced that. Good. I'm glad I didn't. This I think is red here. Oh, I missed! Oh no, that wasn't. Or, no, that was red. Okay. There we go. You can make it worse, Fox! You can! You absolutely can! Let's see. Oh no! It's gonna get away! Oh, he got away. Okay. That's fine. Oh, wait! I will get that magic drop. Hold the phone. Thank you. Just in case I flub up somewhere. Nice! Got him. Okay. Do this. I think this is gonna be faster for me to... Well, no it wouldn't be. What am I doing? I can just enter the dungeon and make it final night. I guess getting the extra bombs is okay, since I don't have FD for Majora. I don't know why I did that. There. Ugh. Okay. I mean, this seed honestly would not have been that easy. Like, if I just tried to follow, like, the light arrows and stockpot in, that would have made me be led astray to Secret Shrine and stuff like that. That was very possible to happen. The seed was not actually easy. I made it look easy. I thought I remember them having done decoupled or doing decoupled, but I'm not... Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they don't do decoupled for RSL. Zopar would know. I really wasn't expecting this seed to take sub 3, but hey, here we are. You did it. No thanks. I'm all good, Fox. Nope. Nope. I'm good. I don't need those with all those extra traps that they have. No thank you. No thanks. Why is that, Ryan? Because it matches up really well with it takes the longest, so it's the best to do last. So you end up killing time until midnight for the clock tower entry. Like, the other option you have is to do the Stone Tower climb into Stone Tower Temple, but that's still not quite as long as GBT for Final Night. But sometimes you have to do that, because you've already cleared GBT. But more often than not, people want GBT to be last if they can help it. So... yeah, so this was the perfect length seed for me for today, because I have to take care of some stuff later. I really would like to do, like, I would have liked to have done another seed of some kind, but I can't. Yeah! Yeah, Fox! Yep! Yep! It sure is! The funny thing is that you can get the Blue Warp Song. I'm gonna just check this anyway, because it could be FD. These two are fast. Okay, no. The funny thing is, you could get that mirror shield I got in Coast and go to Woodfall Temple and get the Blue Warp Song immediately because of Adola's remains, and then get baited into doing GBT earlier. Even though it actually really doesn't have anything additional with dungeon-only pots, which again is the reason why, for dungeon-only pots to work, I had to make Pirate's Fortress defined as a dungeon. Because you really don't have that many pots inside dungeons otherwise. So... and that's probably going to be confusing for some people on comms, or people that are watching, like, viewers or whatever, but... if I explain it when I'm on comms, then it makes more sense. Now, I could have actually defined shrine pots as dungeon only because they're in the deeper part of Shrine and kept the green rupees overworld because they're in the earlier part of Shrine, but I think that'd be too confusing. Which is why I kept those two overworld the same. Yeah, I guess technically it's a mini dungeon, but it's not really. Because you are just... Oh, I got turned around. Because you are just fighting the mini bosses again, but I don't know. I define it as overworld. People feel that's weird, then, well, whenever Dungeon Only Greens is on, you're gonna have Shrine as this gigantic thing otherwise, and that's... Ugh. Then it's less likely to be on as a setting. I'd have to retool a bunch of settings that had it on at that point if I had to change it. You know what? We'll just take the seesaw. I'm too lazy to deal with that chew. Hey! It's FD! Wow! Okay! I don't need to worry about my bombs now. I didn't need to. We were fine. I happen to play this seed ridiculously well. That's just what happened. And like that is not common for me. It was just one of those seeds where my brain was like just enormous. I'm gonna bother to buy the chateau just because I don't have full health anyway. Like, I'm sure I'd be fine, but... Who wants to think with FD and have to worry about health? Not me. No thank you. Chess minigame luck. You played Mario Party 5 story mode, and most of the minigames you won were luck-based. You even did call-outs on which choice was correct. You did in like 2 hours. Wow! My goodness. Well, I've had some pretty crazy Mario Party luck before, for sure. There's a clip somewhere on my Twitch of me getting 3 stars in Mario Party 5 in 1 turn. It was very funny. And some other shenanigans. I have streamed it, yes. With friends. But not recently. Because everybody's been busy, mostly me. I've just been busy. So it's been hard. Like, I'm busy on the weekends usually, so I can't really ever have them over. Or hang out with them or whatever. I'm even trying to, I skipped, yeah, I had a lot of access, and there were some things I definitely skipped. Like, I skipped so many mini-games this seed. Garo Masters were, I mean, the Garos were really nice, too, in terms of hints, because the Midnight Meeting, coupled with the, Aroma and Bar hints were really nice. Day 1 Soil hint was really nice. It's unfortunate that, once again, in a seed, I get a Seahorse's hint, but I also had Pictograph Box not required on Boat Archery, so... Ah! Majora, stop! Oh my gosh! GG. Ugh. He just kept hopping around. Just kept hopping around. Okay, let me get the spoiler out. Get the spoiler out. Might be a unanimous weekly. Yeah, that was a pretty nutty chain, though. Oh, also, this was a random starting song that happened to roll Epona. Thank you, Citizen Giant, for the 200 as well. I appreciate it. And the GG. Thank you all for the GGs. This was a seed. I can't believe I actually, like, big-brained this that hard. Like, ridiculous. So... Oh, that's right! That's where the Swamp Deed was! The Swamp Spider House soil! That's right! I thought it was a soil. So if you just don't think about those soils, you get owned because of where ice arrows are. And it was the Bean Grotto that had the Bean Grotto chest that had the bottle of gold dust. That's where Gold Dust was, again. So, the chain was Gibdo Mask, obviously, from Ranch. Swamp Deed from the soil in the Swamp Spider House, which you get via having Zora Mask from the adult wallet on Bank. From the adult wallet in Great Bay Coast, which gives you Bank 2, which gives you Zora. And the Zora then gives you access to Swamp Spider House, and also gives you that bottle for the soils, that first bottle on Tingle, and then you use either the Zora Mask or the Goron Mask to get Deku Mask on Clocktown Ferry, the transform one. And then you get the Gold Dust. Well, you have the Gibdo Mask from the first cycle on Ranch. Then you get the Gold Dust from Deku Palace. And then you get the Swamp Deed from there too. And then the Hookshot and Bow from Pirate's Fortress. And then you have to go and turn in the Swamp Deed for Ice Arrows. And then you go east and you get both the Powder Keg and Left Side Well on the pots there. And then you go and get the Hot Spring Water and route in Smithy 1 and 2. And you get Fire Arrows from Smithy 2. And then that's the chain, which is like, wow. I want to know, was there a hint for Smithy 2 this seed from Agaro? No, but Pamela's father had Bottle of Chateau Romani, and the Postman's Freedom was also hinted on the Garos, so you could have gotten a hint for the bottle, the empty bottle there. The other hint for the Pamela's father was Blocked Behind Storms. The other one was on the Garo Master in Uninverted Stone Tower Temple. Really funny. Yeah, so that is entirely unhinted. You have an unhinted Powder Keg and Fire Arrows in this scene that are well locked. That's gross. That's really gross. Wow. Alright. Well, I would love to do another seed of some kind, but I actually don't have the time today. So, I want to see here. Is there... I'm gonna send you guys over to Rosello, I guess. They're doing an MMR. They're doing it with, Remain Shuffled to Anywhere. They're doing, I think, All Sanity with Remain Shuffled to Anywhere. So, yeah. I'm gonna take off, and I'll see you all, probably tomorrow. I don't know if I'll do another Mystery Seed or not. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll do Twilight Princess Rando. I don't know. Bye-bye!